Coming to you from PA Leadership Charter School Studio B in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's the March 29th edition of The Portal. Today's special guest is PALCS Math teacher and wool sock maker, Ms. Sue Kelley. And now, here's your host, Mr. Owen Osborne.
All right, welcome to the portal. Welcome back from spring break. I hope you had a great spring break. I had a great spring break. Mrs. Kelley is here today, and we're going to have a great show. And I'm going to redo this whole thing because I'm not happy with it at all. And let me go get this pencil. All right, welcome to the portal. We're back from spring break. Did you have a good spring break? I had a great spring break. Thanks for asking. Mrs. Kelley is here today. We're excited to talk to her. It's going to be a great show. But first, we're going to answer some more of your questions. So let's go! Okay. Our first question today comes from a fourth grade student, Alex. And Alex asks, why do you have a different coffee cup every week? Well, to put it quite simply, variety is the spice of life. So why wouldn't I switch up my coffee cups? I got some great coffee cups here. This one you can see is a Marauder's Map from a little book. Maybe you've heard of it called Harry Potter. I don't know, it's not that big in the States. But yeah, I like to switch things up. I like to keep it different. Hazel in fourth grade asks, Mr. Osborne, what is your favorite season? That's an easy one. My favorite seasoning is paprika. Remember earlier when I said variety was the spice of life? I was lying. Paprika is the spice of life. Paprika is delicious. On anything, it's delicious. All right, what we got here? Our third question is from Musa in second grade. Musa asks, do you like chicken? I love chicken, and I love it even more with a little paprika. Last question from Ty in fourth grade. Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? I do like Sonic the Hedgehog, but growing up, I was always more of a Nintendo fan than a Sega fan. And I gotta say, Mega Man trumps them both, so that's all. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is Mrs. Kelley. Please welcome Mrs. Kelley. Hi, how are you? Good. Oh, I see you brought something with you.
Yes.
This is becoming a traditional thing.
I brought you one of my favorite slogans.
Let's see what this is. What is this? 4 out of 3 people have trouble with fractions. Well, I love the gift, but let me say this is the most improper gift I've ever received on the show. I had to. I couldn't help myself.
Yes, yeah,
you're, of course, a math teacher here at PALCS. How long have you been teaching here at PALCS?
This is my third year at PALCS.
Third year, great. And you enjoy it? You like the cyber environment?
I love teaching in a cyber environment.
What kind of challenges do you come across teaching here in cyber school?
I think the biggest challenge for me is that math naturally lends itself to communicating about math, talking about math, and that's one of my challenges. Yeah,
because you're not like in the classroom all the time with the students, so you have to get points across through different mediums. That makes perfect sense. What do you love about teaching math courses here at PALCS?
What I love about teaching here is just, it is interacting with the students and hearing their ideas about math. Yeah. And also getting to try new things as far as technology that's out there with math. Very
cool. So finding those ways to connect is kind of like what you love about the challenge. That's
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's great. That's exactly what you would want to do in a cyber environment, I imagine. So you're here today, I believe, to promote an upcoming trip that the math department is sponsoring or is holding?
That's correct.
What is that trip? What can you tell us about this?
The math department is having is participating in Hershey Park's Math Day this year.
Oh, great.
Hershey Park every year has a math-oriented day specifically for math students to come and explore the math concepts that are all over the park. This year it is on April 29th. Okay. And we are asking students to register by April 12th to go on the trip. And they can do that through Moodle.
So just to clarify, what grades are going to be participating in this Math Day event?
It's actually for high school students because it's promoted by the high school teachers, high school math teachers.
So 9 through 12 can register?
Yes. However, younger siblings are invited to come along as long as they have a parent attending as well.
Awesome. So what kind of math takes place at an amusement park? Because this seems foreign to me. I go to an amusement park, all I'm thinking about is roller coasters and funnel cake. And Hershey Park, chocolate.
Yes, it's amazing that you would talk about roller coasters and funnel cake. There's a lot of math that have to do with roller coasters. So
what kind of problems are they going to be thinking about at the amusement park?
Well, one of the problems that students will be asked to answer has to do with the tangential velocity of the carousel.
I think some of those words were made up. I've never heard of a carousel before. I don't know what a carousel is. But that's really cool. I know one thing when I go to Hershey Park, one thing I always wonder is, a problem I come across is how long is it going to take me to get from the back of the line to the front of the line? That's
an awesome question because that is also one of the questions
That's great.
that students are going to be asked to calculate.
I would love to know that.
They are going to be asked to observe people entering and exiting different rides and to calculate how long it takes them to ride the ride and how many people are riding each ride. And
that is very cool.
Yeah.
And a very useful equation.
Absolutely.
All right, so now we're going to move on to our next segment of the show. This is where we get to ask you very specific questions. This is 3 questions. Here we go. Our first question is, do you have any hobbies?
Yes, actually, I am an avid knitter.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, I actually have knitted these socks that I'm wearing today.
That's great. My mother-in-law actually knitted my socks. Not the ones I have today, but they are the best socks, I have to say, like wool socks.
They last a long time. They're nice and warm, and they actually fit your feet.
Yeah, and I have a whole series of scarves. My whole family, a lot of people in my family knit. So I can definitely appreciate knitting. That's great.
One of the things that I do with my knitting is that I've started participating in a program through AC Moore and World Vision. It's called Knit for Kids.
Oh.
And I knit sweaters and hats and blankets and
great.
donate them to children around the world that can't get warm clothes to wear.
That is awesome. What's something that students would be surprised to learn about you?
I think students would be surprised to know that I am also a chemistry teacher.
Ah, so not just math.
Not just math. My original degree when I went to college was in chemistry education as well as theater education.
Oh, very cool.
So I know that's kind of a strange
bag.
combination, but
I actually do a lot of theater stuff too.
Yeah, and I think if students come to my math classes, they will soon learn that I was a theater person.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I like to incorporate a lot of those things in my math classes.
For our last question, I have a bit of a math problem for you.
Sure.
I figured we have a math teacher here. We might as well present a problem. So
I'm game.
A little help here just to demonstrate. Oh, and I'm going to get up on this desk. This is a great idea, right? Oh, okay. Now.
This is a math problem?
This is a math problem I've been trying to solve for years. Now, if this bowling ball weighs 12 pounds, and I stand at the height of one desk, you can see here's one desk, and it's 9:38 a.m., and I drop it on the floor, how many students will watch this episode?
Well, I think all of them.
That's correct. All of them are going to watch this episode. Sub-question, how many of them are going to want to go to Hershey Park?
All of them again.
All of them again, exactly. That is exactly right. Okay, now I need to get down from this desk. Okay. How can I, okay. Next, we're going to go to our typing challenge. Now, you took our typing challenge, right?
Yes, I
did. How did you feel about that? Did you think it went well?
I think it went very well.
You think it went very well? I think it went very well. We're going to take a look at the footage. The footage is up here, and let's cut to it. Let's see the typing challenge. So as soon as that paper came off, were you stunned? Were you not ready for it?
It was shocking.
It was shocking. It's definitely a shocking thing.
Yes.
Nothing is in the right place.
That's right.
I mean, typing, it's like a whole new learning like you're learning all over again.
As a math teacher, I'm a very orderly linear thinker.
That makes sense.
It just totally confused me.
And this was complete disorder.
Absolutely.
It looks like you're doing pretty good. You're moving along here, and okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and that was it. That was the buzzer. So let's take a look at what we got here. What are your results? You got a 41, which is right on the average, and it actually puts you in the top 10 for us. So that's not bad at all. You bumped Mr. Heinzelman down a spot. So
Sorry, Mr. Heinzelman.
he's probably not going to be too happy about that, but hey, you have a lot to be happy about. Thank you so much for coming on the show and discussing the trip with us. This is going to be really exciting. I think it's going to be a great thing for students. And thank you all for watching The Portal. We will see you guys next week on The Portal. All right. See, this is a problem.